Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
So verse number 9, we are continuing from yesterday. One of the 108 names that our Das Goswami gives to Sri Radhika is Swaganadvaita Jivatu Svijahankara Vartini. She is the only life support of her maidservants, and this increases their pride. These maidservants have such a deep love for Sri Radha. They do not even have that for Krishna. No one but the Kinkaris are so worthy of being Radhika's Priya Patra, object of love. This is experienced best at the time of separation. By Swamini's grace, the Virahini Dasi has wonderful experiences during smarana, dreams, and spurana, transcendental revelations.
Without spuran, without realization, we not feel the mercy of Swami. What is that? It's never happened with realizations. Then I can feel that mercy. इसको सुबह भेजा करो 8 बजे तक, नहीं तुम खा ही नहीं सकते. Without spuran, there is no mercy we can feel. And why not spuran means mercy is coming? Because my mind is not fixed. My mind is moving in many directions. And where the mind is moving, that I am dreaming also. I never dream for my Swami. The moment you start dreaming with Swami, Spurti will come. Second stage of Asmaran is dreaming. Becoming alone to be with her. Silence. What is the sleeping stage? That no any conditional stage is there. When you are sleeping and we are sleeping, then we are out of the bodily consciousness. We are free from all tension. Then we go to sleep. Any tension come, we cannot sleep. So when the meditation of the Swami is all the time will be there, then the Smaran in the night time, Smaran will make me to dream with her, in her memory, to live there. And Spurti will start coming, flowing mercy. What I do, I see her mercy. This is the nature of total surrender. Why does say the Manjari is total surrender to Radhika? Her name is, she is the life of the Manjaris. What is Hindi word? Sanskrit?
Svaganda Dvaita Jivatu Svijahankara Vardini. Means she is the only life support of her maidservants. And this
Life support. My life based on you. Swami, Radha. My life support is you only. I don't know other things.
and this increases their pride.
This pride has to be. We have a proud, false ego that disturbs us. Abhiman, अहंकार. कृष्ण कहते हैं हम इसको ही खाते हैं. I eat the false ego. I don't agree with this false ego. But Swaminis, Dasis, they keep the pride that I am yours. I know you. I am your maid. I exist because of you. This is the ahankar.
No one but the Kinkaris are so worthy of being Radhika's Priya Patra, object of love. This is experienced best at the time of separation.
And when we understand this, that we are Priya Patra or not, when I feel separation, I feel separation when we come in my bodily consciousness, and when we suffer and we feel separation from you because I am not in my spiritual identity. That is my separation. That gives me separation because I claim that I am your Priya Patra. I want to be your Priya Patra, but why I feel separation from you?
By Swamini's grace, the Virahini Dasi has wonderful experiences.
You see the Viraha? Viraha is increasing your love. The greed. When you not feel Viraha, you not increase your prema. Viraha make you to increase your love. Any Viraha. make you desire to meet your lover. This is the nature of separation. When I will make you mine, I will fix my Ishtadev, then I will feel viraha from you. If I have no connection with you, what is my pain? I here or there, everything is the same.
So by Swamini's grace, the Virahini Dasi has wonderful experiences during Smarana, dreams, and Spurana, transcendental revelations. And these experiences are her only life support. A revelation gives temporary peace, and separation gives a burning suffering. But the root cause of this suffering is a desire for the direct service of the Yugala Kishora.
Again, beautiful.
A revelation gives temporary peace, and separation gives a burning suffering. But the root cause of this suffering is a desire for the direct service of the Yugala Kishora. The Manjari's love for Kishora and Kishori is causeless. Where is the bliss of worshipping only Krishna? The real ecstasy lies in the Yugala Bhajan. Yugala charana dekhi, saphala koribo anki, hey mora manera kamana. Prarthana. I will make my eyes successful by seeing the Yugala's lotus feet. This is the desire on my mind.
Like I feel separation from you, Swami, and I feel this separation, and I want to feel that you also not feel separation from Krishna. So I want to see you both together. Because I have a pain of separation, and I feel this pain of separation of you, that I am not in your service, what I have to do for you. I am not so qualified to do that. I have to do and live closely all the time with you. This separation teach me that I also want to see my Swami with Jugala, that she also not feel any separation from his lover. Who feel the pain himself, he knows the pain of others. The Manjaris feel her pain by separation with the Swami Radhika. So she also feels the Swami's pain if she is not with Krishna.
I will make my eyes successful by seeing the Yugala's lotus feet. This is the desire on my mind. The Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas, Mahajanas, desire to see the divine couple, to extinguish the burning fire of their love in separation. And they pray for the service of their lotus feet. Please give me the service of your lotus feet. Nija pada sevadiba. Nahi more upekiva. Don't let me down. You are both oceans of compassion. I do not know anyone else but you two, and I feel greatly fortunate. I would feel greatly fortunate if I could surrender to the service of your lotus feet. I am very deeply fallen wretch. When can I string garlands of Malika, Malati, Juthi, and different other flowers, and hang them around their necks? When will I fill up a golden goblet with camphor and sandalwood pulp, and anoint their bodies with these ingredients? Oh, when can I see their faces as they lie on a Rasika playbed in the Nikunja? The Manjaris never want just Krishna. They don't even think of Krishna's bodily association in their dreams. When Krishna pulls at Rupa Manjari's bodies, she hisses like a trampled down snake, saying, "Shame on you! Don't you know who I am? I can give my life to you, but not my body. This body I have offered to Sri Radha." Then Lalji will beg forgiveness with folded hands. No one but the Kinkaris can be so loyal to Sri Radha. The prayer in this verse was offered while remembering the pastime that are described in the previous verse. Sri Raghunadas feels indescribably attracted to the red lac on Srimati's lotus-like feet, and he says, "Oh Devi, this person has died from the bite of the black snake of not seeing you. and the luck that anoints your lotus feet is the only elixir that can revive him. Oh, show me these lac-anointed feet just once. He says, Mritam Janam, this person is dead. But how can a dead person speak? The direct connection with Sri Radha is not there. And what else can there be for a surrendered maid servant than death? What a wonderful relish there is in this death, which is actually a sanchari bhav, a particular wave in the ocean of prema. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu says, Sanjari bhavs are like waves that rise and sink in the ocean, in the nectar ocean of the Sthai Bhav, permanent mood, increasing it and then merging into it again.
Now you see, there are two bhavs. One is a Sthai bhav. A Sthai bhav is a fixed nature of the Sarup. In Radha Dasi, totally fixed her Manjari Sarup. She is in service and she say, you are my Swami, you are my Swami. I have to take care of you. I want to put umbrella to you. I want to serve you. I want to be always in your service and feel you all the time. This is a Sthai Bhava. I am living with you and you are mine, so I am taking care of you. I cannot live without taking care of you. You need the flower, you need to eat, you need to drink, you need to rest. Everything I will care and arrange for you. It's a Sthai Bhava. Mind is fixed in my Sarup. And Sanchari Bhava means is floating nature, not fixed. That I come from my Sthai Bhava, my Sarup, moving to my bodily consciousness. And then I start thinking, I am your Swami. Why you throw me out far from your meditation? I am suffering, I am dead because of I am not in my Sarup, so I am dying. This is my death, that I am not in your service with my Sarup, so I feel myself like a dead person. Talking, but a dead person talking, not in a spiritual identity. And that way, I need your protection, I need your umbrella to protect myself. You have to care me. I am yours, I am yours, I am yours. This bhav is a sanchari bhav. I am yours is in this condition we say. And when we are in my Sarup, that become asthai bhava. Then I say, you are mine. And this you are mine means my responsibility to take care of. Now, when I come in my bodily consciousness, I am in sanchari, up and down is happening. Sometime I think for you, sometime not. And this way, this waves, with the waves I am living. This is sanchari, not asthai.
Death is the final stage of transcendental loving ecstasy.
What final stage? Full blind.
Death is the final stage of transcendental loving ecstasy. So the death that is spoken of here is not a physical death, but a spiritual death.
Means spiritual death means I lose my spiritual consciousness. That is death. Yes. I lose my spiritual body, spiritual consciousness. If the body is not a spiritual body is not identifying, my spiritual death is there. Yeah.
The soul is the maidservant of Sri Radha. Raghunath's Swarup.
Soul is the maidservant of Radha. And what about the form of the soul? Is also maidservant of Radha. The soul form is the maidservant of Radha. That is my spiritual form, spiritual identity, and my spiritual thinking grow with that. I think from my material identification, I will do a spiritual thing. Is a sanchari. Some flow will come and go. It will never become a sthai, never fixed. I cannot fix myself as sthai permanently in my material body, material consciousness. It will jump like anything. 2 days is very good and 2 days is not good.
Sky is like stable.
Stable. Yes. Fixed.
Determined also to be fixed.
Soul is the fixed and we are not fixed. If I believe in soul, it's fixed or not? But we never think for soul, we think for my senses and body. It's us side. The senses are temporary and my body is temporary. But I think only for senses and body, planning for that. That is sanchari. That bhava is sanchari. This temporary living place cannot develop a sthai relation, permanent, fixed relation. When I will start to live in the soul, in the form of the soul, living in the soul also has a problem. because it's impersonal. My form is not there and I know relate to your form. How you can exchange the love without your form? Base is my form to relate with you. Right or not? My base should be first to reach to you. Why not I can find my Ishtadev? Because I not find myself. Senses will never find. My body will never find Ishtadev. Only I can keep these senses and body in goodness by the mercy of Gurudev. But he also sanchari. Sometimes is good and sometimes is not good because it's sanchari nature, not fixed nature. This is not a fixed. But soul is fixed. This can bring us to the fixed nature. And when we will identify form of the soul by mercy, and I will identify and live in the soul, my form of the soul, that is the point of spiritual development. Because if the soul has no form, then how I will become Dasi of Radhika without taking the form, my form, how I can relate with her? It's not possible. You see, I always give this example of Jesus. First he fixed his form, that he is the Son. Then he starts looking his Father. So he has no any form of his Father. How he say Father if he no see the form? Why not he say Mother? How he identify Father? Because as a son he is looking. If any son say that I don't see my father form, then his son is little crazy. How he cannot see his father form? So he knows his form, so he sees father form. He knows his relation, he identifies his sarup. And this sarup was स्थायी, permanent, because it was fixed in his soul. So he sees super soul as his father. This is has to do. If you want to develop your spiritual life, you have to come in this level to grow. Without that, it's all sanchariva, temporary, floating nature. Today something, tomorrow something, day after tomorrow. I can live only in goodness. I cannot reach to the pure goodness. What is the meaning of pure goodness? Goodness and pure goodness, what is the difference?
Pure goodness, you have no ego anymore. In goodness, you still have ego.
So pure goodness has a living in the soul consciousness. is a pure goodness. That is the purity. Ego will go. The moment you identify your soul, ego will go. But again come back to the forgetting the soul, you come to the body, again ego will come. The nature of ego to live in the false. Because this identification of my senses or material body is a false.
Another ego will come.
That is the ego that we are identifying to the false.
But in our spiritual swarup, there is also ego.
Pride. Yes. The word is the name is different, but pride of a spiritual body is a gift. If you start keeping pride of living in your as a dasi of Radhika, if the Jesus was the pride to save the son of his father, it was his pride. That make him so high in love. So similarly, the pride is to live in my sarup. Bill, you don't know. This will change all the circumstances in my life. It's not false, it's the reality. Any highly elevated soul, if you see the life of them, is all living in their spiritual identification. Then there's no need to do anything. It's happening. I don't remember the sloka, but the meaning of that sloka, when we start living in Atma and Ram means Atma means soul and Ram means Radha. Radha is there. Ram means Radha. The Ram is the Bij mantra of Radha. You see in the Radha Kavach, Bij mantra of Radha is Rama. When soul accepts, and this is Chaitanya Charitamrita saying, accept Atma Ram. When you understand this Atma Ram, you start living in your sarup of Dasi of Radhika. You don't need to do after that. You live now, everything will start happening. You say, show me any example. Are Prabhupada is not example. $7, $6, he has a pocket in America. $6, you cannot eat one time breakfast. In 67, 68, it's very less. But you go to the any corner of the world, you will see Prabhupada. No place where Prabhupada is not there. And the books of Prabhupada is not there. What is this? He do something? He has even not time to check the books and edit. Many editors are sitting to do that. he also starts feeling what surprise start happening. They bring so much money to him. He said, what to do this money? Then he thinks, then they propose, can I make one temple? Why they want to make temple? To become president of that. And Prabhupada thinks, okay, do this, they do this. He don't bother. But their goal was not this. Their goal was that they will become boss there and they will become president of that temple. He said, yes, go do that. So, he do nothing then. Anyone. How many churches Jesus make? What by book he write? Nothing. Why? Because he started living in Atmaram. He has no time to write it. He has no time. It was before done. Bhagavad Gita is done before in Vrindavan when he was doing bhajan. Not he went to America to write the Bhagavad Gita there. His all books was done, only he give to print and distribute. Nothing to do. So many people are ready to do. And he is surprised, what I will do? Money coming. And more project coming. He said, you do. His life was full of problems with the family life and the business. He never earned any business any money. And when Radha Rani say, go to America, go to the outside of the country and preach in age of 65, old man, he arranged to go there. And then, unbreakable thread, mercy started flowing to him. You know, I was in America in the place where he was sitting in that temple, very small place, where he sing the bhajan, it was there. But the mercy when it started flowing, because his meditation was all the time for Radha and Krishna.
Nice name, no matchless gift. The place, matchless gift.
Yeah. And you see the gift system. These are not gifts, what happened to his life. It's all gift. So, when the jiva come in the Atma, he leave the dasi of Radhika, then mercy flow. Before, no. Why was he select Vrindavan? Why not Jagannath Puri? He was Bengali, why not Mayapur? Because he knows Radha Rani is here. It's not possible to find out of Vrindavan.
And the Goswamis.
right? Name and katha should go always together. If you are in the katha, you are listening katha, and you want to go out, you have to go to the name. So japa and listening should go together. When you are listening, listen. If you are not listening, you have to chant. You cannot escape out from Muger Mandir. You cannot go out. So japa is very helpful. Name is very helpful. Go on.
The soul is a maidservant of Sri Radha.
You see? Atma Ram. Atma is the soul and is a Ram. If Ram is not there, then Atma is there. Then it will search to Paramatma. What happened to us? We know only Atma, we search to Paramatma. We cannot understand without Ram how you will reach to Paramatma. Atma alone wants to go Paramatma because he has no form. We cannot see more than Paramatma. But the mercy of Atma Ram said, no, my dear. This Paramatma is not possible to find without love. You cannot understand without love. So Atma Ram you are. You are the Dasi of Radhika. Then you can learn love from her to feel that love.
Raghunatha's Swarup is being squashed, and that feels more miserable than death.
You see, he is in ecstasy, living in the Sarup, in the service. And some vibration bring him out from the Sarup. How he feels?
Squashed, and feels more miserable than death.
That's the point. What is that? Losing connection of your soul. Atma Ram is my death. Because that connection, a Dasi connection I lose, then I lose the connection with you, Samne. That makes me dead.
Srila Narottam Das Thakur sings in Sri Rupa Manjari Pada. Tuya adarshana ahi, garale jarala dehi, chirodina tapita jivana. This dehi, meaning embodied soul, has for long been suffering from the burning poison of not seeing you. The word Dehi indicates that the soul suffers this kind of death, not the body. Even a person who died from a snake bite can live. The lag on the soles of your lotus feet is reviving me. Just as Raghunath feels so miserable when he cannot see Shri Radhika's lotus feet, that he feels as if he's dead, the sadhaka should also feel that the beauty of smarana is his only way of survival. He should also feel that forgetfulness of these lotus feet is like death. He should also feel some of this heartache, heart pain. Forgetfulness of you hurts me like a spear in my heart. The nature of bodily consciousness is that it awakens remembrance of temporary matters, and it causes one to forget the lotus feet of the divine couple. Oh, wicked mind, why don't you stick to these lotus feet all of the time? Why does material existence always come in the heart? May my whole consciousness take you along so that it will not go anywhere else. The practitioners should also anxiously pray like this to Srimati's lotus feet. They can learn this from the Mahavani, great words of Srila Raghunadas Goswami. The devotee who is fixed in smarana should forget his own sense of doership, of being the doer in the practice of smarana. He should no longer be able to think, I am doing smarana. In his Siddha Swarup, the devotee experiences that he is close to his Ishtadeva. How blissful it is.
Again.
The practitioners should anxiously pray like this to Srimati's lotus feet. They can learn this from the Mahavani of Srila Raghunadas Goswami. The devotee who is fixed in smarana should forget his own sense of being the doer in the practice of smarana.
Yeah, that's the point. Again.
The practitioners should anxiously pray like this to Srimati's lotus feet. They can learn this from the Mahavani of Srila Raghunadas Goswami.
What you need? One Mahabani, the words of realized soul. That is Mahabani. If it is not realized, you read hundreds, thousands of books, you will never understand anything. And one book you read with some realized soul, all will become crystal clear. Now, understanding is this, that how much you understand the words and meaning deep. Mahabani means that realized soul. The words become like a realization. Words coming through the realization. Before Bhagavad Gita starts, Prabhupada introduced some words. He gives some advice for the reader, right? What is this? This is his Mahabani, his words, and you ignore that word. How you will understand Bhagavad Gita, bhai? Mahan Atma Mahabani, the words of his realization you ignore today. Similarly, somebody who realized already and you don't want to understand that. So, this Raghunath Das Goswami book is also realized book is this. Now, one is Raghunath Das Goswami, many books, but the writer again, who is writing this book again, translating this, are they realized or not? Who translating? If it's the missing line, maybe they will translate something else as per their condition. So try to get the pure realize and all connection with that. And then this not will change your life. One page. Read it. I show you.
The practitioners should anxiously pray.
If you accept yourself that you are a practitioner, if you want to accept yourself that you are perfect, then no practitioner. But if you want to be practitioner, students learn more than a teacher, because teacher has one false ego, that he knows that. But the practitioner, the student, has no false ego. He has to know, he don't know before anything. He is foolish. I want to know now again. That is meaning of practitioner. The real realized soul always behave like a practitioner.
The practitioners.
I want to say this. How they say the practice. one time I was in Miami and I'm seeing the one video. There are many selections in Paramadati Maharaj Ashram. So I have a time, first time I put one video and it was Prabhupada video. And it was of the Vyas Puja of his Gurudev, Prabhupada Gurudev. He was sitting and all his disciples are sitting. He said, I am very thankful to all of you, my dear, that you helped me to fulfill the mission of my Gurudev. This was his wish, what I am doing. And you all are helping me to fulfill that mission. And all devotees, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. After that, one word more I remember. I see my Gurudev expanded in different places. I see even all of you is expansion of my Gurudev. And Prabhupada started full of tears crying. And all start crying like a baby. That I see all of you, that you are the expansion of my Gurudev. And every moment you teach me, not only here, every moment you help me to know more and more every moment. He was the great teacher, but what he is showing himself, that he is a student. He is a practitioner. This is Trinadapi Sunisha. Example of Trinadapi is this, that I am nothing, just small blade of grass. I never forget these words, what he is telling. And it was so beautiful. I cannot explain from the words. When you find this movie, you see that. You see the example of Jesus. He never said that I am a not practitioner. His all behavior, all the time was like a mad person and in the practice. When I see him like this. So practitioner, to understand to be a practitioner is a fortune in our life. Great God. Yeah. Try to understand, these words are small, but it's a big meaning. False ego comes through this way.
The practitioners should anxiously pray like this to Srimati's lotus feet.
Always pray, lotus feet. I am useless, I am nothing. I am very conditional person. I do every moment mistakes. You have to remove me out of this suffering. You have to bring me to my spiritual identity. Again I come back in my material condition and I become very conditioned.
The practitioners should anxiously pray like this to Srimati's lotus feet.
Yeah.
They can learn this from the Mahavani, great words of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami.
Yeah.
The devotee who is fixed in smarana should forget his own sense of being the doer in the practice of smarana. He should no longer be able to think, I am doing smarana. In his Siddha Swarupa, the devotee experiences that he is close to his Ishtadev.
That also one. Read this line.
The devotee who is fixed in smarana should forget his own sense of being the doer in the practice of smarana. He should no longer be able to think, I am doing smarana.
Means you don't try to afford to do that. I am doing your meditation. You have to be watchful to the waves what is coming and stay in that flow.
Can you say, Gurudev, that exactly in this moment, when you do this, it turns into Spurana. Smarana turns into Spurana when you don't make any endeavor anymore, is that right?
No. When you are in the flow, it's also not easy to be in flow. If you are not trying to be in the flow, you're not trying to do from your senses to meditate something, and you only out of senses you try to live in the flow, many type of flow can come to you. Try. Read this line.
The devotee who is fixed in smarana should forget his own sense of being the doer in the practice of smarana.
I want to do it. I want to prove myself that I am doing. Forget this. That is the flow. Oh, that is the flow. You forget your senses and you do it. That's the point. Mercy. And when mercy will come, That is the second line. Listen.
Then who is controlling?
That's the point. Listen.
In his Siddha Swarupa, the devotee experiences that he is close to his Ishtadev.
Yes. When you not use your senses and your effort, then you insert the Swarup. Automatic. You don't have an identification, but it is spiritual. It is a divine condition. You not get the mercy, but you reach to that point that your Siddha stage is there. Some places is written, only by chanting name you will get your Siddha Swarup. Okay, you can identify this state, but you cannot know your name. You cannot know your seva, you cannot know your age and the color of the body and clothes. Who will say this? You come to the place that you don't afford your senses and mind, then you come to the Siddha place. Unconditional. A stage of that. That stage need your Ishtadev. Read this line.
In his Siddha Swarupa, the devotee experiences that he is close to his Ishtadev.
That's the point. What Siddha Swarup will do? What you will do with that condition? Without it, anything useless. So we now reach that condition that we need my yesterday. I don't need that. Understand? But if I want to grow in this stage, write down, this is the subject given in Radha Dasyam today, this paragraph. Underline, I don't bother for that. Underlining. This is the practical two things to do. Simple. First is to be always a student. What? What is other word?
Practitioner.
Practitioner. Never become master. Practitioner. Then always Guru will be with you to help you. The moment you become master, Guru will cut off. You are sufficient, you are qualified to understand. You become independent. I don't bother for you. Disconnection. Practitioner never disconnect. He cannot disconnect, Guru cannot disconnect you. Which moment you will require, he has to go there.
In his Siddha Swarup, the devotee...
No, from beginning. Not make shortcut, my dear. I am a practitioner. Yeah.
The practitioners should anxiously pray like this to Srimati's lotus feet. They can learn this from the Mahavani of Srila Raghunadas Goswami. The devotee who is fixed in smarana should forget his own sense of being the doer in the practice of smarana.
Even the bhajan time also you have to do that. When you do bhajan, you forget your japa is moving, you are counting what is happening, go on and on and on. Sometimes you calculate that I have to chant this mantra, different mantra is happening. You count that I will count this mantra this time, you lose the counting. This is bhajan. When you leave your sense consciousness, what is written?
The devotee who is fixed in smarana should forget his own sense of being the doer.
This is the point. We are not doing. This is the Guru Kripa is happening in my life. One time I said to my Gurudev, Gurudev, I cannot chant. What I can do? He said, I will chant for you. I said, what? My Gurudev will chant for me? I start thinking, material mind, confused mind. He said, I will chant. And from next day, really I got the taste and I start chanting. When he said, I will chant for you, my life changed from the next day. The same time after you say. So we are not a doer. He is doing through me. This is the speciality of Guru. What we can do?
So the devotee who is fixed in smarana should forget his own sense of being the doer in the practice of smarana.
Understand? No doer. Then what is the thing? Outside doer and here also doer. How I will increase his spiritual life?
You said, Gurudev.
Then I have no taste here. So I don't want to chant because I am a doer. Why not our chanting give taste? Because I never come out from my doer nature in flow. When the flow will come, then you will watch doer is sitting and enjoying the flow. Doer is some else. Yesterday is your doer. Before I was doing and he was watching to me. But now he is doing and I am watching to him. That is the pastime. That's the point. When I watch to you and you are doing, I feel this. Right? So we are not doers. It's a very important point. Where is the lacking in our practice? I say you. Then you will say, Prabhupada said to chant 16. He said for the babies. How you say to the baby, you have to remember every day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 times say. Who is in the preparatory school or some class. But now somebody say you to chant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 in the 2 to the 4, 2 to the 6 to remember. It was when I start my life, when I don't know ABC also. Yeah. Yes. Not 16 round. Who said that Prabhupada says 16 round? He says 64 round. Prabhupada, 64 round. It will take 8 and 9 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. Okay, do 16 round. He was with very under pressure. He said, "Acha, you cannot do 16." Why? Are 64 round is 1 lakh. This is the Bengali, they say 1 lakh, 64 round. Means 1 pointed. 1 pointed you have to do for 1 pointed. Radhe Radhe Go.